Okay, so what we're doing here is you got this multi-trunk red oak. I'm gonna take the left trunk today. Should be plenty of footage in there for some red oak flooring that I'm gonna be doing to finish out the woodshed build. So I got half the flooring done yesterday, ran out of lumber. So I'm gonna come back and we're gonna drop the left trunk, top it out, drag it up to the sawmill, and bucket it into 12-foot 6-inch logs and get as much flooring out as we can. 2x6s, 2x8s, 2x whatever, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to be a fixed width plank for the floors. Get the saw fired up and figure out where I want to drop that guy. Probably straight out into that opening. So get the saw fired up, warmed up, get my head about me, and we'll get this one on the ground. Running the old MS 460 today, 25-inch bar. Gotta watch those guys. They'll throw sticks back at you. break the top out of one, and when it's whipping back, it'll throw it right back on your head. So you gotta watch it. So I got the big log up here, the butt log, and then the other two I gotta pull independently because this guy weighed too much. I don't know if I'll be able to get that far once snuck around the trees, but we'll see. I just unhooked the chain from the choker. Take the chain. There she is. Here's the sawmill. I can do a 16-foot, I think 16/8 is about the longest I can mill on this. So everything I build, I do on 8-foot centers. I have a lot of work to cut up my scrap, but anyways, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull that last log up here, throw it on first, start making some 2x material out of it. All right, we're hooking the last log. And we're here. All right, so that red oak that we cut down, we've got her skidded up here now. Online calculator shows the butt log was 1,895 pounds, roughly. The mid log was 1,350 pounds, and the log closest to the top, 1,083 pounds. Rough, just a rough calculation, but so yeah, so you've got your 3,000 pounds for, yeah, you're 4,250, 4,300 pounds, so there's a little over 2 tons of logs, so a lot of weight, especially in green red oak like this. As far as how old the tree is, I just did a rough count. Looks like it's 77 growth rings, so 75, 80 years old, something like that. Pretty neat. Alright, well, made a couple cuts here. Took a couple of the top pieces. Well, here. Made my squaring cant cuts. Right? Squared it. Now I'm starting to take 2-inch boards off the top. Really pretty piece. There's a 2-inch board. Live edged on both sides, so I'll go down through and resaw it to make one single width board with. So this log should yield, boy, pretty much everything I need. I'll have to figure out exactly how much I need once I get these off and measure the board thickness or the widths, but yeah, it should do me pretty good here. Well, I needed 12-foot 6-inch long boards to cover a total area of 94 inches wide to finish the flooring. And all of these boards measure to 95 inches wide, so with the 1/4 inch gap that I'm installing them, that'd be plenty. So in that one 12-foot 6-inch log, I believe it was, yeah, that one was about 17-inch diameter on one end. I was able to get all that I need. So those other logs there, they can sit and dry and wait till next time. Okay, so there's our 2x material that we milled today. 12s, 14s, you know, everything that we need to do the floor. And there's the wood pile, and here is our woodshed that we're building. This is all milled by me from trees we cut down back in our woods. So there's some maple in here, there's some white oak, there's some red oak. Post brackets are concreted in. Those are 12-inch post holes full of concrete. The post brackets I make myself, through bolted 6x6 posts. These are white oak posts, and those are black walnut posts. They weren't a true 6x, but they'll work. Yeah, rafters, white oak, red oak, and some maple. You can see some maple headers there. Got some corner bracing. So the 2x6 rafters, and then there's furring strips is just 2x offcuts. Headers are 2x8s. The floor joists are 2x8s, 24 on center. And then here's the flooring that I put down so far. This was leftover 2x6, 2x8 material from the framing lumber from this. Okay, here's the woodshed. We stacked some wood last night. Everything that we had out on the ground that I moved away from the house in order to build this, we threw up on the deck and stacked it. This is all dry. This is what we're going to be burning this year. There's somewhere around 2 cord up here, I believe, total. We'll see how much that gets us through this year. I believe it should be everything we need, but the idea here is to have half the woodshed have dry, ready to burn in, while the other half is split and stacked wet wood that needs to season for a year before we burn it. So we have a catalyst style stove, so it needs to be super dry to burn, or else we can prematurely wear out the catalyst, and those are not cheap to replace. So that's it. That's the 95% finished product. Thanks for watching, guys.